Good morning, y'all. It is pardon my squeaky chair. I believe that it's the last super full moon of the year. And I want to see what Holy Spirit has to say about it. First, I'm going to start with, did I say that I'm Delilah, 8th House Moon Rabbit? Well, first we're going to start with this leading and would you call it shepherding angel? Okay, here we have Eastabus, the angel of divination. And who's at the bottom? Israfel, the angel of song. Pardon me, one moment. All right, I think I'm ready now. Once I have the paired astrological energies, I will perhaps be reading from them. If not, I'll be moving to the musical because I like to stay in flow, which is what brought me here so late in the morning. New moon. But I already have these. Jupiter, 11th house, and Leo. It seems like, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn are meeting, it says. I believe they're aligning. The 11th house is Aquarius. I'm not sure what that has to... I'm going to remember that, though. And I would say you guys should, too. That's the sun, and at the bottom... Whoa. Maybe this means good luck, particularly for Virgo. Trying to make sure I don't knock all over all my stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and move this. I gotta change the station too. It's not what it is right now. I like that song too. It's just, it wasn't it right now. Okay. And I am gonna get these oracles before I read anything. Maybe because something's supposed to be coming to me. Who dat? One Republic. Glass animals. Stinging the police in the reverse. So I get both like the inverse of Roxanne and Don't Stand So Close to Me. So like Come Closer comes to mind with Neo, even though I don't fuck with Neo. You know, not so much on a musical level. If I'm not mistaken, he's musically talented. Okay. And at the bottom we have Tool. Maybe somebody's tired of being a tool. And I heard that in like the I can't even think of the word for it right now because I'm trying not to laugh at this person. Because I promise I don't mean any harm, but I will laugh. Okay. The Last Samurai. Alright. And Mr. Deeds goes to town. This is looking rather nice. Alright. Oh, I woke up at 4:44 this morning, y'all. And at some point caught the view of the moon outside. It was all foggy. I shouldn't say all foggy because that makes it seem foggier than it actually was. It was like a misty fog and lots of clouds, so you couldn't see any stars or anything. And I felt a little bit of a lament over that, but the moon was so bright despite all that. Like it looked like it was closer to sunrise than it was. Alright, Eastabus, angel of divination. You've called its name, and so it has come, but you do not command what is foretold. Eastabus can be an uncertain ally in these mercurial times. Is it Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn that are meeting up in the skies with the super full harvest moon? It is. Eastabus reveals the ever-shifting rhythm of the skies and beckons us to observe the alignment of signs. Okay. Something is seen in the clouds, in the leaves, in the shadows. Something as glorious as fate. You observe something that could not, must not be real. Curiosity is your call to action. You are compelled to go. Signs, sacred geometry, a cup of tea, and a falling star. Huh, and Israfel is right there. It's like feeling like one of those days. Just like a yeah. Alright. The herald that will call the coming of end times. Israfel is a presence, a beacon, a warning. Heated judgment is upon us. Oh Lord. The horn that blows the final call rests against the flesh of Israfel's lips. That's that same vibe that I get from Tool. But as opposed to, well, as soon as I said that, a song came to mind. I can't remember the name of it, where if I'm the man, then you're the man, and he's the man as well, so you can point that fucking finger up your ass. It's like one of my favorite songs by Tool. Like, I feel like somebody feels like they were, somebody tried them. And here we got Justin Timberlake with Snoop Dogg. Is it Signs? And I don't see no other guys. Oh, you're telling me this is the sign. Don't think about it, boy, leave her alone. That's getting sunned right there, isn't it? You ain't no G. Yes, and it's called Signs. What? Okay. The horn that blows the final call rests against the flesh of Israfel's lips. Even it is flesh, Israfel is both melody and the cacophony of existence. Songs can be soft and warm, especially when they end. Under the serene score of creation, the danger of total destruction is hidden. Beyond that destruction may be a new beginning. You must consider the implications of your actions seriously. Choose your steps wisely as you dance upon the cinder-soft earth. Signs: a horn, the setting sun, a flame. Don't think about it, boy, leave her alone. UNOG, she likes my tone, my cologne, and the way I roll. Like, anytime I listen to this song, it's humorous to me. Like, every time. It's like a good joke. Like, I've never seen a video for this, but the production that I imagine for this is a real, like, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis type of dichotomy between Snoop Dogg and Justin Timberlake. I almost wanted to call him Justin Bieber. I don't usually mix up the two because Little Bieber was a very young child as I was like a young adult. Sun. The ego rules Leo, the fifth house, fire, and the symbols are sunflowers, candles, gold, amber, and lions. The sun is the most important and well-known component of our big three. It is our basic identity. I feel like I just read this like days ago, but y'all might not have seen that. Starting with this key piece of our personality, it is from there that the rest of the planets build a complete picture of us. I feel like Rick James is in the song, and it immediately made me question, and I feel like I got a question out loud. Is somebody doing cocaine? What? Moving on. Who we are is our natal chart, and the sun is the first step in bringing this to life. This beautiful and fiery mass holds all the planets in its gravitational pull. Without him, we cease to exist. This understanding of our mortality is how we develop our ego, which then determines our base motivations in life. The ego wants to evolve into something great. It has a purpose to fulfill that is determined by the characteristics of our sun sign. When we are living in alignment with our sun, we feel an inner calmness. A weakened state can cause us to lack self-confidence and awareness, and an excessive state can cause us to become egomaniacs on a quest of destruction. Like, I almost feel like I read this yesterday. It seems like a real long time ago right now for some reason. The sun is the most welcome and joyous card in the deck. His radiance and warmth gives us the confidence to be our best selves. From this point on, anything is possible. He reminds us that our best qualities have been there the whole time. We just needed the light to shine in our darkest corners. Too much sun, however, can be dangerous. At times it can contradict other parts of your nature. Like, I have deja vu. It's like tripping me up. It can bleach and scorch them to the point where you think they may die, but they don't. Life is resilient, and soon little bits begin to regrow. Even when the sun hurts us, we must remember that without it, we wouldn't exist at all. It is okay to throw up some temporary shade when you need relief, but don't hide for too long, or you will miss this golden opportunity. Keywords are ego, pleasure, joy, confidence, purpose, vibrance, strength, purpose twice, positivity. And I feel like the last time I read that, I said, I feel like it was longer than a week ago, in fact. But it feels like yesterday. And I think when I saw positivity, purpose twice, I thought that there was supposed to be an emphasis on that. Virgo, the Virgin, August 23rd to September 22nd. Yeah, it's Libra's birthday. My bad, Libra. Happy birthday. Virgo is likely the most misunderstood sign of the zodiac. She is often described using strict and cold adjectives like analytical, sterile, and organized. While she does embody those things, Virgo is also caring, nurturing, and supportive. This misunderstanding is due to her inability to express those latter traits in the way the rest of the zodiac can, besides Aquarius. In our chart, Virgo shows us where we feel the urge to serve ourselves and others. It is a form of self-expression that is often overlooked as trivial or mundane, though it is anything but. If Virgo sits in your 11th house, you saw 11th house. You probably take care of your friends the way a mother would. If your Venus is in Virgo, you may be very artistic but struggle to overlook the imperfections in your work, which can be a disservice to the art. No, it says it is a disservice to the art. Virgo needs to be careful about letting people take advantage of their drive for service and could definitely benefit from boundaries. Couldn't we all? In a reading, it's time to tie up those loose ends in your life. Incomplete projects need to be finished. Call it out. People who don't appreciate your value have got to go. What? Somebody treating you like a tool. Like, I feel like somebody has said, I feel like such a tool. But like with this tune, you know, like a gusto. Like they feel it and they don't like it. And family who don't respect your boundaries need to be reminded of them. Your needs must take priority before you can think of everyone else. Virgo may be there as well to teach you how to express yourself constructively. Don't wait to share how you are feeling until it is too late. Letting resentment build until it explodes is unhealthy and damaging. Keywords are supportive, organized, priorities, constructive, and boundaries. Don't have to be a Virgo to feel like somebody treated you like a tool, a rube, a joke. Or maybe with the last samurai being here, feeling like you made a fool of yourself. I mean, shit happens, right? Context is everything. Whew, maybe the one who made you feel like a tool. That's rude as hell. Just called, I was thinking Roxanne. I don't typically think of Roxanne from the song Roxanne by Sting and the Police as a hoe, but, you know, I pick up what's getting put down and the whole tool, and I swear right adjacent to it is Sting and the Police in the reverse. So like a dirty hoe is the type of vibe I'm getting, especially in relation to Virgo. And in juxtaposition with, I haven't figured out what Glass Animals is yet, but it'll come to me probably. Mr. Deeds, wow, what dreams may come is right up underneath. And Maverick is underneath that. So what dreams may come. Thank you, whoever came by and dropped off a like. Mr. Deeds Goes to Town came out recently as well. And then The Last Samurai. And while I think his name was Jack Algren in the movie, although the real life European who became basically a samurai, it's like 3 in 1 for the music and the movies, and that feels appropriate. Okay. I'm trying to just know which one of these I want to touch. I think it's this one. And it gives me a little bit more elbow room. Hey! Okay. With Mr. Deeds Goes to Town being in juxtaposition to The Last Samurai, it's like he had a heart of gold and he had done some things that he wasn't particularly proud of doing. Actually, beat himself up quite a lot. I don't like to mince words, really. Sometimes softening is prudent or compassionate or whatever, but other than that, I'm not really for all that. Because they had done some pretty anti-hero things. Like, I wasn't sure I was going to like the character when I first started watching The Last Samurai, but you end up respecting him quite a lot, as do the characters who interact with him themselves, except for Nobu. Nine of Wands. Again, that kind of a little long-suffering vibe I get from that. The Star. Aquarius was mentioned when we were talking about Virgo. Having trouble expressing yourself. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe either, I'll say a failure in communication, where either the person who does Marcellus Wallace look like a bitch to you? So why'd you try to fuck him like a bitch? So you might not have said right out the gate that you're not to be toyed with. Like, maybe somebody even got grace from you, or benefit of the doubt from you, forgiveness. Maybe they got all of those things from you. And they felt like they felt like nobody could tell them nothing. They could do whatever they wanted, up to and including you. I'm sorry, this is... the vibes that are coming off of this are really... they tickle me. It's like, I feel the angst. That's what it is. If you're not already, that is the Six of Pentacles, if you're not already in the midst of bringing balance to this, and you are not quite sure how to move forward, something else. It's not, it's like just on the edge. Like when you almost remember something, something is almost coming. I'll let it go. I'll move. If you haven't already brought balance to this, with the Five of Wands, I feel like I showed it to you, and this Ace of Cups. I think you're about to. This might really, since I did mention Dirty Hoe, this might be, Dirty Hoe does not apply in a gender specific way on this channel at all. It is what it is, you know, like, well, the Wheel. Like, for real, so many, like, like, choice phrases. Five of Pentacles. Hoe ass nigga, you know? Trick ass. Like, somebody has just, I feel like if you haven't handled it yet, this is what it was. That if you haven't handled it yet, it's because you haven't found appropriate words. Especially because you feel like somebody had you all the way fucked up. Like, you can't even fathom and get your head around how they had you so mistaken. Oh no, sir, I think you're wrong. I must disagree. Oh no, sir, I think you're wrong. Wow. So, Five of Pentacles after the Wheel, the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups, then the Six of Cups, and then the Moon. So this is real as hell. I don't give a shit. This is this is happening. Somebody's in the middle of this right now and has got their head fucked up. I do not laugh because I envy you or smugness or any of that. Nine of Swords, like, I hear a bat, bat, bat. I'm not sure what that is. Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Sun. And in its proper order, the Sun, I should say. I love to see it follow the Moon. Seven of Wands, and the Sun. I think somebody, with how fucked up they had you, and One Republic is giving me too late to apologize to. Like, this person has had you in the throes. I'm not sure what song that is. I'm a man, I'm a twisted fool. My hands are twisted too. 5 fingers to black hole. I saw the Ten of Cups. I feel like this is shedding a light on a past situation where somebody, and I think somebody has, like, you securely fucked up. They are loud and wrong about it. Whew. Look, Temperance. On behalf of the Sagittarius Incorporated, I would like to give a sincere apology if a Sagittarius has got you. You got me twisted over you. Oh my god. Death. Like, no, no, no. Don't do that. Let people live, you know? Unless, of course, it's like mutual combat. Here we have, not that I'm saying that you should engage in combat. Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, Six of Swords. So, with this Emperor who also came out at the same time, I feel like it's about time. I don't know why I saw the Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of this. Not a single queen has popped out of this motherfucker yet. I just realized that. Not a single queen or king. Maybe because whoever you are, male or female, and whoever you're dealing with, male or female, you were not feeling... I wonder if Queen of Pentacles is Virgo. You were not feeling stable and secure, safe, abundant, in control, or like you were victorious or getting any kind of conquest with this disrespectful, brazen, it's like my mind is almost like I am getting like the feels. Like my mind is blown. Like when I've been in this kind of situation. Where you go and you stand in the mirror looking at yourself like, how how the fuck did this happen? How did I get here? How can I prevent myself from ever returning to this place right here? Got me ready to blast off, needing healing. Ooh, ooh, that's the Ten of Cups again. The Tower, Ace of Wands, and the Lovers. So I'm hoping this doesn't imply that you made a choice when you picked this reversed Roxanne, which already didn't. The song Roxanne doesn't have a very great connotation, nor does it have like a happy ending. I believe at the end it does suggest a split, although I think the song Roxanne might suggest violence, like the kind of like Roxanne, you know, like don't do that. That's not funny. That's striking your partner is not funny. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't condone that. I think if you are in a partnership with somebody, whether it's like y'all are best friends, you know, that's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, if you raise your fist first and you threaten that partner, you know, that soulmate, they should, like, every time the person who raised the fist first should get their ass whooped, I think. Really. That'd teach them to stop. Look. As I was saying, that justice. Keep your hands to yourself. You don't get to intimidate people because they said shit you don't like. But I think that if people are sharing their opinions about things, you are also allowed to share. People tell lies about you, you're allowed to tell the truth about you. Things like that. It's best to handle these things with a bit of diplomacy, you know? Because it can escalate, right? Look, put down the burdens. Ooh. The Hermit. That's Virgo, is it not? Put down the burdens. Think with your mercurial mind. Just go to your happy place. I hope that you're not living with this person, but if you are, long showers, long walks, long drives, long baths, long poop breaks, whatever you got to do, get some space between that, get grounded. Make the decision to forgive yourself for any heartbreak that you endured, stalemates that you've been enduring, or imbalanced decisions that you may have made. And, you know, even if you did choose over somebody, that doesn't, and, you know, now have egg on your face, that doesn't mean that you just should eat shit or be somebody's tool, you know, ad nauseum, infinitum. I think that that means in perpetuity. Seven of Wands, Two of Cups. And even if with the Seven of Pentacles, look, Seven of Wands, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Sun. Well, that's looking a little bit more positive, isn't it, than the first ones. This is pepping me up a little bit for you, whoever has been through it. God. With it going from the Ten of Swords, Five of Wands, which is another confirmation there's been a 5 already out here. Eight of Cups. And the Seven of Cups out here. Again, also in appropriate order. And the Sun. I think whether or not you get to return back to the person that you dropped perhaps like hot bricks. Maybe you didn't. Maybe it's this one, Danko, that you are about to move on from. Maybe you have a whole hero's journey to take within your own life with what dreams may come. What dreams may come, he went to save his wife, who had struggled with depression for, I don't know, maybe their entire relationship. Or maybe only after one of their children died. I'm not sure. I think what happened is that her whole family died in an accident, and in the movie. There's also a classic literary work, but this is my movie, Oracles. After a whole family died in this car accident, and she was never really the one, I'd say they were all a little disconnected from the divine, but they had a spark. And the whole family had it. And what they definitely had is a lot of genuine love for each other, but they also had a lot of negative attachments that got in the way of their ability to be healthily interdependent. So as he's going to save her soul, because she committed suicide instead of just waiting for her time, and that is supposed to doom you to hell, I think, or purgatory, part of hell in the movie. And as he went to save her, who he really ended up saving was all of them, by kind of breaking the chains, by noticing the patterns in order to break the chains of the things that had held them all back in their life, so that he could have a rebirth with her. They ended up being reborn as children by the end of the movie. And here, this particular death is death and rebirth. But the whole movie didn't look like triumph, you know? And I think that that's the message. That wherever you are in this particular moment on your journey, be a big enough steward to your inner child that you can speak love and victory back into your life, regardless of where you have been in your journey before. And that's this incident and any number of incidences that could have come before it. Yeah. Wow. Honor each cycle that you've gone through, from the Fool to the World, learning different lessons, because it's not like you learned nothing along the way, even if you've had some repetitive lessons. Yeah, because you don't become you don't become a chess master this was the order that they were in. And this is the last that I'll show you. I'll wrap this reading up with this. You don't master chess without making some bad moves. And having to do some real spiritual battle and balancing. Making some mistakes that put your ego, which I guess you could say in a way is your idea of what your character really is. And every time you do something that is disappointing, or somebody does something to you that is disappointing and, pardon me, unexpected, then it seems as though, no, it is. It's proven to you that you aren't who you thought you were. And then it gets you wondering how fucked up you have yourself. But all of it is for the learning. As long as you don't, Six of Swords. As long as you keep being ready to go on the next journey and you don't sit lamenting over what it's too late to apologize over. The test that you failed or because you didn't study for them, the signs that you might have missed, that it really is going to be just fine as long as you keep going forward. Keep facing your own delusions and your own misgivings, toxic negative attachments, like maybe fear of abandonment might have kept you feeling like, you were such a tool, but you're really not. I asked Holy Spirit to tell me what this super full moon was for, and Holy Spirit is apparently saying that it's for you. So, congratulations. I love that for you. I might see you guys tomorrow. This is like cathartic. This is nice. Because it's not necessarily talking about anybody trying to fuck you over, or that could be a thing, but it's mostly saying that, fucking, what's that movie? Hustle and Flow? I thought about the chick who played Pennsatucky in Orange is the New Black. She was Nola, I think, in that one. God is telling you to put your hands on the wheel, saying, he wants you to put your hands on the wheel and say, I'm in charge now. Because you are. And I love you. And bye. Be good.